Hey everybody, I want to run this real quick from A9HQ. Report says that basically hackers momentarily seized control of a U.S. Patriot missile system. So this is actually kind of on the bad side, folks. Earlier this week, a troubling German media report surfaced stating that a German Patriot air and missile defense system carried out unexplained commands allegedly issued by an unknown hacker or hackers. The report, which has been rebutted by the government, claims hackers may have compromised the U.S.-owned missile silos, which are stationed at German Bundeswehr armed forces on the Turkish and Syrian border. According to computer hacker Robert Jonathan Schifrin, these systems are not linked to public networks. They require special codes to fire the missiles, which only a certain number of people have. And you generally need the code from 2 or 3 people to fire it, or to do anything that is of significance. I don't think it's actually happened, which is not to say that some of these systems are not hackable in some way. It is possible in some way, perhaps, to detect the presence of it, but anything more than that is going to take some serious skills. According to a different report, these skills may have been utilized after all. German site thelocal.de confirmed that the incident exposed two weak spots in the military system sensor shooter interoperability SSI and interface between the missile launcher and its control system, and a computer chip responsible for guiding the missile. Alright, I don't want to get into this too much because it might actually give people key notes on how to actually do this in the future, and I don't want to do that. But basically it says that even if hackers did momentarily seize the German Patriot missile system or tried to and failed, it's unlikely the public would be informed of it. While the U.S. government has disclosed China's cyber espionage efforts in recent years, governments are typically unwilling to admit to their weapon systems and their vulnerability to hackers. Alright. This is what I really want to say here, folks. Alright. When it comes to hackers, there's one famous hacking job that I love watching, and I'm going to show that real quick. And that is a more famous one where it shows, and let me try to get this to where I can see it. I know you haven't seen it yet. Basically, folks, there's one in particular that I like, and there's a video of it, and it shows UFOs. I know you're gonna say, oh, it shows UFOs over missile silos. Back during the days, there was no internet, and what this shows is that. Let's see, they have a video. I believe they do have a video. And what this generally shows is that the UFO had control of the U.S. militaries. This is just a website for me to get the incident. Anyways, folks, what they had was they had full control over the whatever the UFO was. And this was back before internet or anything that could broadcast any type of signal where these systems were linked. And really what I want to say here, and I'm looking very, very hardly, is I'm trying to find a picture of the actual incident online. And I can run any number of these if I want. Problem is, I don't really want to. What I want to do is show the actual footage over the silos. And I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. Not now, probably not ever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab one of these real quick and try it. And what I'm going to do is just pick a random video and scroll through it. You might hear a sound, you might not. Nah, this one is the guy talking. So I can't do anything, but there is a very, very good video that shows guys, and about I remember it being about 1950s, not 1960s, but it shows a UFO, which who knows who it belonged to, what the situation was, but it was a flying disc, and you could see it in the background moving around. And over the missile silos, you could see the bells and whistles and all the lights and everything start going, and they literally lost, the U.S. military literally lost control of their missile defense systems by this UFO. This happened in several different situations, several times. And it actually got to a point where basically, they learned, hey, we can't be messing around with our nukes and this and that. And these guys show up, and, this was back before the internet. I mean, nowadays you have hackers that are being hired by Ford, by Chrysler, by General Motors, by General Electric. And there are guys sitting there with laptops. And they're showing you how with a laptop and $5,000 software, whatever the money is for whatever they're doing, they can get into your computer on your car. Well, 10, 15 years ago when this started, that had no internet capability. How the hell did they do that? They can do it. Just like this. These systems here on these Patriot missiles, they're not all hardwired to the internet or to the planes in the air. How the hell did they do it? Because some software somewhere allows them to find the system. It allows them to generate some kind of signal that can detect some kind of software being run somehow, and it can drop in the background. That's how it happens. I don't have... Yeah, I was eating some cake. Had some in my hand. Anyways, and that's how this happens. And, everybody's like, oh, well, it's cybersecurity and it's cyber theft and it's this and it's that. I mean, I love that footage of the UFO in the background in like the 1960s, because that was before anything major happened. When I don't even think we had a network that was capable of radio broadcasts around the world at the time that the UFO incident happened. And here was this plane that was basically hovering 200-300 feet above, or UFO for that matter, disc, and it was literally just hovering back and forth, forward and backwards, and it was literally setting off all the systems for the nukes. Basically saying, hey, you guys, we know you have this type of technology and we'd like you not to use it. If you do use it, we know how to disable you, we know how to fire all your missiles. And I think that one UFO actually had fired a missile and then it actually had destroyed it midair. I could be wrong about that incident, but somebody please give me something on YouTube, something on Discovery Channel with that video. I think it's about a 3-minute clip that I remember seeing. Please and thank you. I'll use it in an upcoming video, hopefully on cybersecurity. And once I get regular on my 1 million views, I'm going to start doing America 2.0 documentaries and really get into editing everything and not just bring up stories, but bringing up incidents, histories, and everything else, and really editing where I can show video clips and everything, like the documentaries and the movies and stuff. Thanks, guys.